Embrace.
Embrace.
Ambition. ¿Viste lo que me dio mi hijo? Mi niño?
Oh, that's nice.
He went and got me the most affordable gift for him for his budget. So cute. On the brand that I like.
Check 1, check 2. We're going to be talking about this loud.
And we're live.
We're
Okay.
good? Okay, can you hear well? Okay, so
All right. Well, hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to our channel, Sean and Blanca. We're a real estate couple, and we wanted to invite you, or just show you our first episode.
this
and
is
kinda-
our first episode.
This is it.
This is it. So welcome to our first episode.
And we're going to be covering on this channel, real estate news, trends, kind of what's going on, some of our stories of our clients, all kinds of stuff that you guys can learn about and kind of just understand the news on the ground, what's going on in real estate. But today, we figured since it's our first episode, we kind of talk about how we got started in the business and that roller coaster. So
many people think or say or assume that Sean was the one who started this roller coaster or this business or this madness, but it wasn't. So it was actually me.
you and a crazy friend got together and decided, let's get a real estate license. And then, her friend was a loan officer. And so they were going to be, the loan officer, and then Blanca was going to be the real estate agent. And you guys didn't just get your license, you went all in, didn't you?
So how does it work? With everything that I do, I like to do it all the way. If I'm going to be in a relationship, I'll be completely committed. And
Thank God.
thank God, right? So I'm still 22 years single.
Yeah.
But in the same with real estate, I was like, if I'm gonna go into real estate, I'm gonna go 100%, and I'm gonna commit to this. So what did we do? My friend and I, we actually bought a Remax franchise and went to Colorado with the founder of Remax and got training by the top brokers in the country, actually in the world, because there were some from other parts of the world that came to those trainings. So what are you doing?
Just checking to see if we have any.
You're distracting me here.
I'm sorry, we have to do this.
Let's see if you guys get a comment.
Yeah, just to see if I get a comment.
Okay.
It's our new channel, so we don't have really any subscribers. So
Okay. If you don't know me well, or if you do, you know that I get easily distracted. So, yeah. So anyways, going back to the story, I actually went and in with my friend, and we bought the Remax franchise and opened up a company, opened up a whole office, brokerage, and everything in St.
we are
Louis
not
Park.
recommending that you do that.
Don't do it. We've done it, and that's why we're doing this. That's why we're sharing our experience to help you and prevent you from doing the same mistakes we did. So there you go. Do not do what we did. Looking back, the smart thing to do is to actually go and see if that's a business that you want to, like being a broker is a whole different story than being an agent. So thank God we were able to close that company, and then what happened?
You became a regular agent. Because back to the beginning, you started the brokerage, you got licensed, we opened up a Remax franchise, then soon 2007 came around, and the crash started in 2007 for us. Because banks started closing, and we started losing multiple deals in one day.
Yeah.
And like you said, we closed shop. And then I continued to work at Best Buy. I was a Home Theater Geek Squad agent, installation guy. I did all that stuff. Magnolia. So I was doing that full time, and then I was helping her just on the side with real estate. I didn't even get my license until 2008. So she started getting short sales and foreclosures, people calling her that were losing in their house. So she was a young mother. We had 2 kids at the time.
We had 2 kids, and I found out I was pregnant the same day that we found out that, or the same days that we found out that we were going to be closing the company. So perfect timing to get pregnant, right?
Yep. So then we just kept
3
grinding
babies.
through. You get at one point you must have had 15, 20 listings, short sales. So you were doing well, making a name for herself. A lot of agents would call her and say, "What is this short sale thing? Like, how do I do it?" Quick sale,
They
short
would
sale.
call it all kinds of things, but they were actually foreclosure. So when I got licensed, I had these 3 babies at home, and then the market tanked. And a lot of the minorities especially were the ones that had really bad loans. So those were the ones that were calling me and saying, somebody gave me your number. I know you're a real estate agent, and I need to sell the house because we can't afford it, and the payments keep going up. So that's when I would meet with them, and then call the banks and figure it out. So when nobody knew what a short sale was, I was figuring it out, and I was working with banks and attorneys a lot to try to figure things out. So thankfully, we helped hundreds of families back then to do a short sale or not. Sometimes I would be like, where are you going? Are you gonna have a place to go? And they were like, not really. And I was like, well, you don't have a job, you don't have a place to go. Is it a good idea for you to short sell your home? And we would work through all of those things. And it wasn't, that's when I learned that this business was not about making money. It wasn't just about, oh, I'm gonna go and make a bunch of money. It was, at that point, I was like, there is no money that is gonna be made in these transactions, but I need to help these people. And I have to be completely honest, like there were many checks that came in without a comma. And we laughed about it every time we had a comma in the check. Like, oh, we made 1,000.
Yeah.
2,000. Like, yay. Like, people were buying, the short sales that we were doing were like,
The cheapest house we ever sold was like, what, $14,000?
A condominium. Can you imagine?
Brooklyn Park.
We couldn't buy it because we just closed our company, so we didn't have any money to be buying any investments. So we would call our friends and be like, hey, I have a condo for $14,000 in Brooklyn Park. Right now that condo is worth $200,000. So we actually, a lot of our friends at the time were able to benefit from some of those just the heads up of those investments, because we had to be super careful not to sell our own listings to our own family or people that we knew. It was very like,
oh
yeah, we had. I remember. We had to we could call investors, but we also had to be careful on how to do it so that it wasn't against the law too.
Yeah.
But
then to fast forward for a while, I got my license in 2008. I still worked full time until about 2011, and then I came on full time in about 2012, and then we really just started working together as a team.
Yes.
It was pretty difficult to work with the wife, right? A lot of people think we're crazy, and
I'm so easy to work with.
Difficult to work with me, difficult to work with her. Couples don't always want to work together, but we've been able to figure it out. And
well, I already had my systems. And then
I'll post that in the description. I wrote a blog a couple years ago called "How Do We Do It? The Mentality of a Successful Husband and Wife Team," and that's been one of my favorite blog posts because it just goes into like how we met or how we're able to maintain this business together
in a relationship.
Yeah,
kind of.
So yeah, I started working full time. We kind of got more technologically. We got paperless. We did some things.
Well, the thing is, when he came in, my files were literally like this thick. Like I had files everywhere, and I was like selling 30 homes a year by myself. Again, if I was selling 30, that meant that I was negotiating 150 sometimes to get to 30 closings, because a lot of them said no, or 100 to 30. So I was doing all of that, and my files were like this, and I needed to write everything. He knows me, like I like little notes, like I like to make notes. So when he came in, he goes, "Oh, these are your files," and I'm like, "Yes." And back then, most things were not, like digital.
Yeah, there was no e-signing.
There was no e-signing, so he came in with his geek brain and literally made all of our files be available online, and just everything was e-signed. When there was no e-sign, he figured out ways to do it. So yes, that was a great addition to our team. And that was the beginning of our team idea.
So now 2021, we're going into 2022. We, in the top 5 to 3% of production in the nation for agents. We've got multiple people in our organization for EXP, and we teach classes on how sellers can update their house. So, just in the last 4 years, we've made our seller clients, over $550,000 over the list price. So our kind of our bread and butter is to help sellers figure out what they're going to do to get their house ready to sell for the top dollar. And so we've really nailed that. And so that's kind of where we're at right now in our business.
Yeah, and to be honest, when short sales went away, I was kind of addicted to having that communication,
That ministry.
that relationship with my clients. So when that went away, I was like, I need to find a new focus. I need to be able to give back. I need to be able to have a rewarding. It's not just
Not just a transaction.
I didn't want that. So I had to go through that, and then one day it just clicked. We kept going through through showings. We kept going to showings where we would look around and be like, if they just
Yeah, what you're saying is we would go through a house that was very outdated, but it had tons of potential, and it would be selling for such a low price. We were like, we've got an answer to this, and so we're gonna go and make classes and teach that the local community how they can really sell for the top dollar. So we developed our seller class, which is called "Prepare Your House to Sell: Tips from the Pros," and we'll have that on our website soon, so you'll be able to see those dates coming up.
So these are all exciting times for us. Right now we have opened up a couple of channels, following up and always trying to stay on top of technology. So we have a couple of channels. You started your own
Agent
channel.
Code, yep. You're over on Instagram, and you have a channel called Blanca's World.
And also YouTube.
And
the one I'm growing right now is YouTube.
Yeah, that's your personal brand channel. This is our real estate channel. So when you want to come to learn about real estate, what we're doing, make sure to subscribe to this one here. And really, I think we just wanted to kind of tell our story, right?
Yes. And someone just came to the door. So I'm gonna have to check out right now. But we wanted to just keep you posted on what's coming. Please send us your questions about real estate, because this will be the place where we're going to be answering all of them. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can get access and notifications of all of our. You hit the notification bell, and then it will show you all the other videos. Anything else?
Absolutely, guys. So we're Sean and Blanca, realtor couple, and we'll see you out in the market.
Okay. Now we have to figure out how to